All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's Watson now on second down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 22. On play action, Mariota trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. Handoff comes to Anderson, and he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but That's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Anderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Mariota. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. Mariota now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Throwing, Mariota, eluding the pressure right. This is caught. Give him 30 yards there.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. To throw on second is Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cobb. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that's complete to Lewis. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with a football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down and 8 to start things out. Working out of the gun, Mariota steps away to his left, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
Fourth down, Mariota. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. Extra point try now for Succop. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is now 14-10. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start the drive with Anderson. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And this one is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On second down, Mariota again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Mariota. He sets to fire deep. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And now out comes Houston. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny, you know this?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to the air. Watson on second down. Forced out to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing on third down, Watson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. The Texans send the punter out. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken around the 12. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and it'll be Titan football. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 37. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Room to run past midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Mariota on first down. Smith catches left side. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mariota. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And an alley to run. He's got the lane, and there he goes. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
On first down, Watson. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he slings one that's incomplete. Deontay Foreman, the intended target, out of the backfield. And now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Richmond.
Watson looks to throw again. Wide open receiver, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Flushed out right. And spins away. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. On 2nd down, here's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
On every snap, the defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. Anderson. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. A good pickup there at 22. The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
Now the Titans getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. Mariota buying time to his left. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Second down, Mariota. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Mariota now on second down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's third down. Mariota to throw it. Goodwin able to haul it in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
To throw is Mariota. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Anderson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Watson on first down. Flush to his right. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll give it to him up the middle. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
He can run for it, and he will. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Let's just give credit where it belongs. The defensive front has out-leveraged the offensive guys trying to block them. We often say low man wins in tough situations. That's exactly what's happened here. 3 straight runs, and they haven't been able to get into the end zone.
He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They go play action. Mariota over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. All incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Play action now. Mariota. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
They'll run. Anderson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Anderson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. From the gun, here's Watson. And a little floater there is incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota, escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Von Miller in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. On play action, Mariota steps away. And that is incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now this is going to carry well in. To the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll try and wind down some clock here with Anderson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12. To throw on 2nd is Watson. He's going to go for a big play. He's got a man complete. A big-time play there for the Texans. And even 40 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. C.J. Anderson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Mariota on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. being chased out left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. A 1st down throw for Mariota. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Richmond.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. He's going to float this one deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And this will get him all the way inside the Tennessee 20. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Watson hands this to Foreman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space. But there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now another timeout here called by the Titans, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Texans, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.